Okay, so basically the app that I built is like something where so essentially like a student can upload like their resume and kind of specify what types of like jobs or internships they're looking for in a specific industry or region, and then the AI agent will basically come up with a list of different courses they can take, how to improve their resume for that specific job, and then as well as provide actual listings to different jobs and internships at different companies. Um, and then essentially help the user apply for those jobs, and make that entire process a little bit more efficient. So yeah, that's like the main idea of that.
Okay, so yeah, can you walk me through the presentation then?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Um, so the problem that I kind of wanted to address is throughout high school, like, um, I found it really difficult to find internships, especially because it was such a big part of like building my resume. And I know a lot of students get their first jobs in high school and especially college as well. And it just is a very time consuming process. Um, or students just don't know how to get started. And so I wanted to create something that makes that whole process not only more efficient, but just easier, and increase accessibility to those different internships and jobs, which can also help companies find interns, and like find students who want to help and gain experience. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for both sides. And any like existing platforms either don't have all the features that I've included or aren't specifically for students and more catered to like adults who already know how to apply for jobs and build their resume. So I wanted to create something that addresses both of those needs. Um, So very similar, why I built it. It was kind of just something that I've always struggled with, and I wanted to help other students just make that whole process a lot easier. And I know for me, I'm going to college in the fall, so a really big part of Northeastern is the co-ops and the internships. And so I wanted to create something that would allow me to have less of a time consuming process with that. That way I could focus more on school and extracurriculars because as an incoming freshman, there's already so much to do. And so if I could get that process out of the way, I think it would be a lot more helpful. So that's kind of the reason why I built it. So how the app works is essentially there's the website and then the actual AI agent aspect of it. So the first thing that the user will do is select their target industry. I did have a list of probably 4 to 5 that I included between healthcare, like retail, technology, things like that. Um, and then after that, I did also want to specify the region because for me, I live in Atlanta, but the college that I'm attending is in Boston. So I'd want like internships maybe in both areas for when I come back home or in Boston or even an online internship. That way the user can kind of choose that based on their preferred location. So I created 3 different um, inputs, either zip code, which is like very, very centered, state or nationwide if there's no preference. And I do think I want to include an international aspect eventually, but maybe that's something I develop in the future. And then the next part is uploading the resume. I wanted the aspect of this to be able to either kind of the process would look like if you have a resume already uploaded and it goes directly to generating the internship and job matches, or if the user doesn't have a resume, be able to help them build it because a lot of kids have no idea how to build a resume or a CV. And so it would kind of walk them through the process of inputting their different activities, how long they've been doing it, different skills they've learned. And that way, the AI will help build that resume before even getting to the job matches. And then speaking of that, after they've built their resume with the AI or just uploaded their own that they already have, the AI will generate a list of different internships, jobs, courses, any like sort of it'll list like different job opportunities, their like position and their like potential like wages or salaries, as well as improvements to make to the resume based on the job that they are applying for. And then the last thing is the AI will obviously give like a little bit of guidance on how to proceed with the job application, um, and just suggestions in the like getting a job, how to reach out, interview tips, things like that, which I will develop a little bit later on, once I have the base of it like fully functioning and tested. So I'm gonna pull up the app really quickly, just to do a quick walkthrough. So this is kind of what it looks like. It's basically just a regular website. And it starts off with, just like an intro page where they can launch the actual agent or explore the app a little bit further. It then goes into the features of what the app is going to provide for the user. And then this is where they can input all of their different information. So again, they select their target industry, go by zip code, state, or nationwide, um, and then upload their resume. I'm just going to upload mine just to see what it looks like. And then they just will click generate. 1 second. Well, they'll click generate a comprehensive evaluation, and essentially that's where they'll get all the information for the different job matches. And then here is kind of just how the AI operates, some metrics, and then some frequently asked questions for like if they have any questions about the platform. And each user will also be able to have a login, username and password, which is used through Google sign in, just so it saves any information that they are inputting throughout their applications. Um, so the next thing, okay. So, the people behind Resume AI, obviously my mentor who has helped me with kind of just any like sort of guidance, both technological and um like the coding, debugging, like interface development, anything like that, and then just feedback throughout the process, teaching me how to do things, how to use the AI, different like website introductions, things like that. And then obviously I'm the founder of the app. So I've worked on developing the UI UX design, coming up with the idea, obviously building this presentation, learning how to prompt engineer and testing the product, of course. So the next like steps for this project.
No. Can you please walk me through the live demonstration of the website?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Give me. Okay. Okay. Um, like just this section, like just like the how this works. Is that like what you're asking?
Yes, I was asking, like you mentioned, right? You'll upload a resume and then it'll give you some recommendations, and then a student will be able to like find different opportunities that's there in their area, right?
Yes, correct.
So, like, would you mind uploading any resume if you have that handy?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Okay, so essentially, this is where like the AI will kind of give any improvements to how the resume could be stronger. So different, just like words that could be replaced to make it a little bit more specific, or just stronger in general. And then if we go down, this is where it'll link to different courses. So because I inputted technology and coding, it's going to give me course suggestions that are related to both of those topics. So it'll give you a three-step like roadmap of what to follow before applying for a job. Or if you've already applied, just kind of getting ready, or like what you can expect to be kind of doing in that respective job. So firstly, this is foundational programming. So if you just click on the link, it'll give you a Coursera and you can choose from a variety of different courses. And then that continues with the web development as well as the digital marketing. And then this is the like wage matrix. So again, it'll list different jobs or potential jobs that you can apply for. The level position based on your resume. So if you're a little bit less experienced, it'll probably be an entry job position versus if you have more experiences, maybe like a different like director, manager, things like that. And then as well as your expected wage or salary if you're working full time. Um, so again, these are like very related to the courses. So web developer, digital marketing assistant, and the UI UX designer based on this industry. And then the last aspect, which I think is like the key part of the AI agent, is the career explorer. So this will link to different jobs, and this is where the like the location matters is based on the inputted location, it'll search specifically in that area, and it'll follow exactly these three like roles. So if I click explore listing, you can see it's the exact name and the location, and you can directly apply on the company site. Of course, you have to create an account with the third party website, but it takes you directly to that application portal. And then same thing here, it gives you a little bit more information on where it is, the pay, and like more information about the job. And then same thing, of course, with this one. So yeah.